but now on to some elements that I think it needs to add and build upon in this next version. Number one is a proper economy. This is something that was immediately noticeable as missing from the original DMZ, and other extraction shooters that have sustained or come out since, the likes of Tarkov, Arena Breakout, Delta Force, Arc Raiders, and Marathon, they all have functioning economies that assign proper value to the items that you extract and then use in-game. This gives proper meaning to the extraction part of the entire experience, and it leans more heavily into the looting, the missions, the contracts, and the metagame overall, and it can somewhat decrease the reliance on pure PvP gameplay. Games like Arc Raiders have put more emphasis on this stuff than others, creating out-of-raid mechanics that purely incentivize looting, collecting, and then extracting what would otherwise be random items, and then rewarding players for doing that. Things like the Expedition system is a really cool implementation of this, taking items from the game's wider selection and setting targets for giving up a certain amount of these items in order to send off your expedition and get some cosmetic rewards for doing so. DMZ lacks that currently, and I think the next version really needs to implement that if it wants to create a sense of staying power and rebalance the experience between PvE and PvP. Now, I don't for one second think that a Call of Duty extraction shooter is ever going to reduce the presence of PvP, but the current DMZ lacks the emphasis on PvE in certain scenarios, so dialing that up a little bit would be pretty cool to see.